Once upon a time, deep beneath the sparkling sea, on a quiet rock covered with tiny shells, there lived a little jellyfish named Jolie. Well, she was not a jellyfish yet. At first, she was very small, so small that even the fish swam past without noticing her. She lived safely on a smooth stone near a coral garden. Day after day she grew. The warm water moved gently around her. Tiny fish visited her. Sea plants danced nearby. And little by little, Jolie changed. One morning, she opened her eyes and discovered something wonderful. She had become a jellyfish. She had a soft pink body, long flowing tentacles, and tiny golden spots that shimmered like stars. She was beautiful, but she was also frightened. Because jellyfish do not choose where they go. They float with the currents. The ocean carries them on great adventures. Jolie looked around. Everything felt so big. The sea seemed endless. What if I get lost? She whispered. What if I never find my home again? A wise sea turtle named Theo swam by. Why do you look worried, little one? He asked kindly. I don't know where I am going, Jolie said softly. Theo smiled. That is how many jellyfish begin their journey. Really, of course, the ocean carries us to places we are meant to see. Jolie wasn't sure, but she decided to trust the sea. Slowly she floated along the current, past forests of waving seaweed, past colorful coral reefs, past schools of silverfish. And everywhere she went, she learned something new. One day, Jolie noticed something unusual. A shiny bag was caught between the rocks. A fishing net drifted near the coral. Pieces of plastic floated in the water. The fish looked worried. A tiny crab sighed. Our home is becoming dirty. Jolie had never seen this before. Can we help? She asked. An old seahorse smiled. Every creature helps the ocean in some way. Jellyfish are important too. They are part of the balance of the sea. Many animals depend on healthy oceans, and healthy oceans need everyone to care. Jolie thought for a moment. Then she smiled. We can do something. Soon she met other young jellyfish. Luna, Pearl, Sky, and Sunny. Together they gently pushed floating trash toward a safe collecting area near the shore, where humans could find it. Tiny fish helped too. Crabs carried small pieces. Sea turtles moved larger objects. Soon the water looked brighter, cleaner, happier. The fish danced, the dolphins leaped. The coral seemed to smile. Jolie felt warm inside. For the first time, she understood something important. I matter here, she whispered. I belong to this ocean. Theo Turtle nodded. Yes, even small creatures can make a big difference. Days passed peacefully, until one afternoon the sea began to change. Dark clouds appeared overhead. The waves became stronger. The current moved faster. A storm was coming. Jolie tried to swim back toward her friends, but jellyfish are not strong swimmers. The waves carried her farther and farther away. Theo, she called. Luna, Pearl. But the wind was loud. The rain fell hard. The sea tossed her up and down. And suddenly, a huge wave lifted Jolie high into the air. Then, splash, thump, silence. Jolie opened her eyes. She was lying on wet sand. The sea was far away. The tide was moving back. She felt the sun growing warmer. She felt her body becoming dry. Fear filled her heart. Without water, jellyfish cannot live. Tears filled her eyes. I will never see my family again, she whispered. I will never see my friends. I will never float in the sea. For the very first time, Jolie felt completely alone. Then she heard footsteps. Tap, tap, tap. A little girl wearing blue rain boots had come to the beach with her grandfather. She knelt down beside Jolie. Oh, she whispered. She needs help. Grandfather smiled kindly. Yes, she belongs in the ocean. Carefully, the girl picked up Jolie with a small bucket filled with seawater. She carried her gently toward the waves. Closer, closer. closer, and then, splash, cool water surrounded Jolie once again. She floated, she moved, she breathed. She was home. At that very moment, familiar voices called out, "Jolie?" It was Luna, and Pearl, and Sunny. Theo Turtle smiled. "We were looking for you." Jolie's eyes sparkled. "I thought I had lost everything." Theo shook his head. "Sometimes storms take us somewhere unexpected. But storms do not always mean the end. Sometimes they remind us how much we are loved." Jolie looked around. At the fish, at the coral, at her friends, at the endless blue ocean. She smiled. She had been frightened. She had been lost. But she had discovered something important. She belonged. She was needed. And even the smallest jellyfish could help keep the ocean beautiful. That night, Jolie floated quietly beneath the moonlight. The sea was calm again. Tiny fish slept among the coral. Seaweed danced softly. And Jolie glowed gently in the dark water. She closed her eyes. She remembered the storm. She remembered the little girl. She remembered her friends. And she remembered Theo's words. "Even when the waves carry us far away, home can still find us again." Jolie smiled. Then she whispered softly, "I belong here. I am important. And I am never truly alone." The ocean rocked her gently. The stars sparkled above, and the little jellyfish drifted peacefully to sleep, knowing that she was exactly where she was meant to be. The end.